You're listening to IChampionHealth Chats, the podcast dedicated to improving health for all in Lexington, Kentucky. Each episode will connect you with champions in our community who will share powerful stories, expert insights, resources to explore, and ways you can promote health for all. Let's lock in and learn how we can champion health together.
Excuse me, Mr. Gio.
Yeah, what's up?
What does it take to become a champion?
You gotta dream, you gotta think, you gotta act, you gotta ball, you gotta bleed, and most important, you gotta believe.
You gotta dream like a champion, think like a champion, act like a champion, say I'm a champion. Soar like a champion, bleed like a champion, look in the mirror and believe you're a champion. You gotta dream like a champion, think like a champion, act like a champion, say I'm a champion. Soar like a champion, bleed like a champion, look in the mirror and believe.
Good morning, listeners and viewers, and welcome to another episode of IChampionHealth Chats. Today, we are located at the Charles Young Center right here in East End community. I am your host, Gerald Gibson, Community Program Coordinator and founder of the Operation Making a Change program. Today, I have some of my students. I got Mali and I got Jaeda. So today, we're flipping the script. I don't have a co-host, so I'm going to have to carry the weight myself. But guess what? Hey, I'm ready to step up to the plate. And today we're going to be doing some fun questions, all right? Definitely we're going to be doing some fun questions. And we're going to learn a little more about some of my students that are actively involved with Operation Making a Change. So welcome, Jaeda.
Hi.
Welcome, Mali.
Hey.
How you guys doing today, man?
Good.
Okay. So far, what's the best part of your day so far?
Waking up.
Waking up. Waking up is everything, because if you don't wake up, guess what? There's nothing. Mali, what's the best part of your day so
I
far?
was gonna say waking up too.
Okay, so they both vibing with each other. Is waking up. So wake up, listeners and viewers, and let's get going. So let's start with Jaeda, because ladies are always first. You agree, Mali? All right, fist bump right here. Ladies are always first. So Jaeda J, I want to ask you something. What is your future plans, and what school do you go to? What's going on with Jaeda?
I go to Leestown Middle School.
Okay.
My future plans is probably get a scholarship to college, and
Okay.
then I want to be a pediatrician.
Okay. So what does a pediatrician? Some of our viewers and listeners may not know what a pediatrician does.
It's pretty much a doctor that specializes in youth.
Okay.
And it's pretty much every child goes to a pediatrician.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. So you want to help people.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as we do at Operation Making a Change. We help kids. We want to make sure that they grow and to develop into successful people in our community, actually in the world. So Mali, what school do you go to, and what is your future plans?
I go to Leestown Middle School. My future plans to make it to the NBA.
Okay. NBA. You got a preference over team right now?
Nah, not really. I just
Okay.
want to get there.
And how long you been playing basketball? Where did that dream come from?
Like 10 plus years.
Okay, 10 years. All right. So you're from the womb straight to the basketball court.
Basically.
Okay. All right. So what was your interest? Like, how did you fall in love with basketball? Because to be doing it over 10 years, there has to be a love for the game.
It was just waking up every day, just hooping, because that's all I would do. My dad would just wake up, work out, and it's just been a habit lately.
Okay. All right. So Jaeda, you want to help kids. Where did that come from? Being a
I don't know.
pediatrician.
I've been having the same dream since I was like 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my inspiration was Doc McStuffins because I used to watch it all the time.
Okay.
And
What was that?
it's like a show.
A show? Okay. All right. So all you TV shows out there, you got to remember you're influencing our kids, so make sure you're doing it right. Okay, so you were influenced by a TV show.
Yeah,
All
when
right.
I was younger, I used to say I wanted to help be just like her, but she would help toys. And then my mom introduced me to the fact of a pediatrician
Okay.
and that they help youth, and that's where the dream came about.
Okay. All right. So Mali, I'm sorry. You like Mali. I remember that in the classrooms. So you want to play in the National Basketball Association. What's the backup plan for that? You know, I meet thousands of kids that want to play in the NBA and go to the next level of that. What is a backup plan if that doesn't work out?
Probably start my own business.
Okay.
Probably selling shoes.
Okay. All right. So you want to be a entrepreneur, sell shoes. What's your go-to shoe right now? What's your shoe game like? What's the
like Jordans, Yeezys.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
I can see it. Mali's. I can see that right now. Can you see that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll wear those. So Jaeda, where do you see yourself if the pediatrician thing doesn't work out? Because like I said, sometimes we can say we want to do this and we want to do that, but then we change our minds 5 years from now, 2 years from now. Are you sold into that, or what could be a backup plan for Jaeda?
I'm really focused on that at the moment, but if I needed a backup plan, probably entrepreneur or
Okay.
a lawyer.
Okay, a lawyer. All right. Okay, we need some more lawyers in the courtroom. All right. So if you became a lawyer, which one would it be? The defense or the offense? Which one would it be? Would you be
Probably
helping people?
defense.
Okay, so you want to help people. All right, that are wrongfully convicted or wrongfully accused. Okay. All right. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners, I have some amazing students right now. So we're going to go into a few more questions. So what's a day in the life with Mali? What's a day with Mali?
I probably wake up, go to school,
Mm-hmm.
go to basketball practice. Might go out with my mom, friends, and then come back home.
Okay. So it seems like you have a routine going on right now, schedule. Okay. Did you make that schedule, or are you tight knit with your family? I've been knowing your family now for quite some time, and of course your brothers have been a part of my program just like you. So it's been a family thing. So who's influencing your routine and your schedule?
Probably my dad, because he, yeah, probably him.
Okay. All right. And Jaeda, what is
Um,
a day in life with Jaeda?
Similar to his, but I wake up, go to school, and then practice, and then another practice,
Okay.
and then I go home for a day.
Okay.
That's it.
So you practicing. Okay. Now they say practice makes perfect. All right. That's a message right there. So favorite foods. Does Mali have a favorite food?
Candy.
Candy. Okay. So if we can replace the candy with a food, is candy food? Is it titled food?
You can eat it. So, yeah.
It's true.
So if we can replace the candy with a food, because Mali's pretty stocked right there. He ain't get like that with just M&Ms and gum.
Probably pizza then.
Pizza? Okay. What's the best pizza that you've ever had?
Like toppings on it.
The best, like the place,
Oh,
what's the best?
it's one pizza place that I went to in Chicago.
Really? Okay. Was
I
it the
forgot
deep
what-
dish?
hmm
Giordano's?
I think it was called.
Okay.
That. I gotta ask.
Everyone goes there when they go to Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. So what is Jaeda's favorite food?
Alfredo.
No chicken? Just Alfredo? So just the noodles and the sauce. Okay. All right. Hey, now you all are students at Leestown Middle School, right? What grade are you in?
7.
And you?
I'm an eighth.
So you're going to high school. Now, what is your favorite subject? Or do you even like school?
I like school.
Okay, good. You know, we meet a lot of young people that say, I don't like school, but they want to be NBA players. I don't like school, but I want to be a doctor, right? But you're going to have to go through some type of school, get that education to move forward, right? So what is Jaeda's favorite subject?
Probably math.
Math? I was terrible at math. Man, I was terrible at math. And there's so much math out there today. I tell you, I think I stopped at division, maybe. I can't. I don't even think I remember going past division and multiplication. So
That's it.
what I know, right? But I made it. So what is your favorite subject? Because
Science.
science. All right. So now you are on the basketball team, and in order to maintain being on the team, you have to have a GPA, a certain GPA. And what is that GPA today?
It's a C average.
A C average, and you're averaging what right now?
I think mine's like a 3.8.
Okay, all right. So that's pretty good. What about you, Jaeda?
I think like 3.7 or
3.7?
3.6.
Okay. So obviously you all are invested in your education. And that is really good. That is another message. Please stay invested in your education. So let's talk about influence, because obviously, we all have the power to influence people, right? You agree with that? Agree with that? Okay. So who influences you and why?
Probably my grandmother.
Oh, Granny. Okay.
Cause she's a strong woman, and she shows me how even how hard you're hurting, you can still push through.
Okay. All right. And who influences Mali and why?
Probably my dad, because he gets up every day and works hard.
Okay. So dad is showing you the importance of working hard, right? Investing. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So if you all could encourage a young person that is watching this podcast right now, right? It don't even have to be a young person, because, I learned something from you being around you guys for the last couple of years, right? I learned a lot from you. What would you tell that young person that is trying to become successful? Like, what could Jaeda say? Although you still have a lot of work to go to get to where you need to be, but you still have influence. What can you say right now that can help the next person succeed?
Probably like don't try to be everyone's friend, and like you can have friends, but like focus on yourself at the same time. Don't let that block your way of trying to do or to get to something.
Okay. So don't become everyone's friend. All right. And Malachi, what can you say to influence somebody that is trying to do good? And, you got over 3-point-something average in school. That's pretty impressive. What can you do? What can you say to the
I'll
next
probably
person?
say like to be your own person and stuff, because the next person might not be as smart as you,
Mhm.
and you might have more to offer. So I say just be yourself.
Okay. So just be yourself. Message. Be yourself. All right. So let's talk about this real quick. All right. And we're going to get into some fun questions. All right. Yeah, we brought that today. So if you could change one thing in the world, of course, the world needs many, many changes. What is one thing that you would change, Jaeda?
Probably the violence.
Okay. And why is that? Why is that hitting home to you?
Cause I've dealt with people I've known getting killed from violence, gun violence especially, and if we could see I can't really explain it, but have certain people that can't get guns or be able to have that, or take a course where they know how to use it the proper way.
Okay.
And not use it for the wrong reasons.
Okay. So I'm hearing implement more training, more stricter gun laws or whatever, and policies, right? Am I hearing that? Okay. Have you been affected personally by gun violence? Someone that you know, friends, family?
Yeah, I had a friend that passed away from it.
Okay. Well, we're sorry to hear that. And through Operation Making a Change, we'll continue to make sure that your friend didn't leave here in vain, and that we will continue to try and prevent the next one. So Malachi, same question with you. If you can change one thing in the world, and why?
I'll probably say more better people who's like influencing people, like more better like influencers.
Okay. So people doing more positive stuff in the world to influence our kids. Okay. All right. So what is one thing that you want to see more positive of though? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see every day? Like, But this is your chance right now. We'll have people listening. We'll have people watching. And this is where Mali can put his, utilize his voice. And Jaeda can utilize her voice.
I want to see my people, like, get back to the homeless and stuff.
Okay. All right. A couple years back, we were affected by the pandemic. Remember that? And that shook up our world completely. How did that affect you all when that happened? Were you afraid? Did you miss school? Did you miss being around your friends? Did you lose interest in your education? How did that look for you, Jaeda?
I wasn't too upset about it, but after a long period of having to do online school and not being able to see people that I've seen for a couple, it was about 2 years, was it 1 or 2, and we was out of school. We had to do online learning. It was hard to do online learning because just sitting in the same place for hours, it was discouraging. I didn't want to sit there.
Okay.
And going back to school, it felt like a breeze, like getting a day off.
Yeah. Okay. Were you able to keep up with your work during the pandemic?
Yeah, my mom was on.
Okay. And you did that through a Chromebook, correct? They had a Chromebook and you logged on every day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of our kids fell behind during that time. Some people didn't have the internet. Some people just didn't have the desire to get up and log on to a device where they had to do schoolwork. So I commend you, your mother, for staying on top of you and getting that done. What about you, Mali? How did that affect you, or if any?
I think the same thing as her. It was just discouraging because we wasn't we didn't actually have a teacher there teaching us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was hard.
Okay. Yeah. I'm more of an in-person type of person myself, in-person type of guy. I'd rather be in the classroom and be amongst my people. So, but definitely my hat goes off to you all for hanging in there and just being great students and pursuing your dreams and goals, which leads me to some fun questions. All right. Y'all ready for that? All right. So who's going to go first? Is it Mali or Jaeda?
Got it.
Okay. All right. Mali, do you let the little things get in the way of the big things? Do you let the little things get in the way of the big things?
No, sir.
Okay. How were you able to accomplish that?
Cause I know that I got a chance to get there. So
Okay.
I can't let little things stop me. So I'm gonna keep pushing through.
That was powerful. He said, I know I have a chance. That's a message within itself right there. If you got a chance, make sure you take advantage of that. What about you, Jaeda? Do you let the little things get in the way of the big things?
Nah.
Okay. And how do you accomplish that?
Probably keeping my head up. Because
Okay.
if you let something get in the way of blocking your big goal, you're just going to be stuck. You're not going to be able to achieve.
Okay.
You're never going to be able to grow.
All right. Amazing. All right. Growth is everything. All right. Growing pains. All right. Let's go with Jaeda on this one since we went to Mali on the first one. All right. Have you ever had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts? Ooh.
Probably saying when my granddad passed away. Or my papa, one of the two. Me and my nana would always see a bird that would come to her house, but she doesn't live there no more. And my granddad, he would spot it out every day and show it to us. And it's also the same name as my grandmother.
Really? Okay. Bird. I think I've experienced something like that. Someone has showed me a bird or a squirrel or something would show up every single day out of the blue. What about you, Mali?
Yeah, the same thing.
Okay.
But it was a red cardinal for my grandma.
Okay. Now, did she like cardinals at all? Okay. Amazing how life can remind us of people, huh? Amazing. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go. Would you rather meet your great great grandparents or your great grandchildren? I know that sounds crazy, don't it? Would you rather meet your great grandparents or your great grandchildren?
Probably my great grandparents.
Okay. Why them over the children?
Cause I've heard stories, and you can't really know what the great grandchildren you would. I've heard stories about my great grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll probably, and since I'm one like my grandmother's youngest children, like grandchild's,
Mm-hmm.
so I haven't got to experience that, and
Okay.
more people in my family have.
Okay. What about you?
Probably my great grandparents, because maybe I could ask them questions.
Wow.
'Cause I like.
Okay. Have you ever met a great grandparent before? Okay. All right. So we're going to pull one more out of here. All right. One more. Let's see. This is the grand finale. I don't know what it is. What's it going to be? Let's see. All right. So it almost relates to the pandemic and what we were talking about when you all were in the house stuck, right? Couldn't get back in school. Are you mentally or physically tougher?
Probably I'll say mentally,
Okay.
but I'm physically tough too, but
Okay.
mentally probably.
All right. How so? You can give us one nugget.
I think dealing with a loss of my friend and keeping my head up and being able to comfort my other friends that had a closer relationship with the other with my friend, and being able to comfort them and put my own feelings aside so they could be able to let go is wow.
Okay. All right. I like that. What about you, Mali? Are you mentally or physically tougher?
Probably both, but more mentally because like, I won't let things get in my head that much,
Okay.
and I can like, yeah, I won't let things.
Now you don't let things get in your head. That's pretty challenging to do. How does Mali accomplish that, achieve that?
Probably because
How do you not let things get in your head? Because that can be very challenging. You know, when things happen to us, we got stuff on our minds. How does Mali control that to where Mali doesn't self-destruct or Mali doesn't make the wrong choice or
probably talk to my peers about it.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you're talking about it, opening up. All right. It's another message within itself. Find somebody that you can talk to and open up to. I just want you two to know something, right? This has been amazing. You two are amazing, right? And I am praying that you continue to move forward in a positive way and achieve all of your dreams and goals. All right. And before we wrap it up, is there anything that you would like to say to our listeners and viewers that they can take with them?
Keep your head up
Okay.
and don't let little things stop you from achieving.
Okay.
Just believe in yourself.
Okay.
And we all got a chance to make it one day.
All righty. Well, you heard it from Mali. You heard it from Jaeda. All right. One thing that we try to do here at IChampionHealth Chats is to make sure we keep our youth engaged and keep them at the table because we can never make change if we don't have them involved. Again, thank you for another episode of IChampionHealth Chats. Once again, I am your host, Gerald Gibson. My guest today, Jaeda and Mali, and we appreciate you for tuning in. Share it with a friend.
Thank you for tuning in to IChampionHealth Chats. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit the follow button in your favorite podcast app and share with your community. You can connect with us by searching at IChampionHealth on social media or by emailing ichampionhealth@uky.edu. iChampionHealth is a collaboration between the University of Kentucky Prevent Alliance, Operation Making a Change, and the United Way of the Bluegrass. The IChampionHealth team encourages you to get vaccinated for COVID-19 and stay up to date with boosters. Vaccines are a safe and effective way to protect yourself and your community. This podcast was supported by funds made available by the Kentucky Department for Public Health's Office of Health Equity, from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, National Center for STLT, Public Health Infrastructure and Workforce, under RFA OT 21-2103. The contents of the podcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the official position of or endorsement by the Kentucky Department for Public Health or the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.